You might see a full moon there.
Bear had climbed all the way up and then just...
Wow, you mean nothing.
Obviously, we didn't avoid the rain.
We're Ryan and Kirsty and we've been travelling full time in our van for the past year in the UK and Europe. In this video we explore the north coast of Spain, visiting a wildlife park, beautiful beaches, 3 wild camping spots and a famous ancient pilgrimage city. Hope you enjoy our van life Spain adventures.
Good morning!
Good morning everyone!
Welcome back to video 2 in Spain. So today we are doing something really cool. So we're going to like an animal park.
Nature reserve.
Yeah, nature reserve.
It's not a zoo.
It's not a zoo. So it's got elephants. I think it's got over 100 species of animals here. But it's spread over, I think it was like 750 hectares. So it's a massive area. So it's more like a wildlife park.
Yeah. The animals aren't just caged up in small spaces. We had a quick look because from where we're parked, which is literally just right behind the park, you can actually see quite a lot of it. And we've seen the elephants just by taking Lottie out for a walk yesterday.
And all the buffalo.
And they've got so much space. It's pretty much like they're in the wild almost.
Yeah, so you can stay for free just in the car park behind it. So there's loads of vans there last night.
Yeah, really busy. Lots of vans, lots of English vans.
Lots of English vans, yeah. We don't see too many English vans, so it looks like...
This is obviously where all the English people go to.
Everybody just comes to Spain. So yeah, so we're just on our way there now. So I think it was 19 euros each to get in. And there is a really cool... something to look forward to anyway. We'll show you in a minute, but yeah, something really cool that goes in the park. So yeah, we'll show you around in a minute. We've just got in, you can literally see the elephants from right where you walk in. So the park is 30 kilometers circular trip. So it's a huge park. So we're gonna walk down to do this first bit and then we're gonna go back, get Lottie and get the van and drive around it. So we just spoke to them and said it should be fine driving around in your van as well. So you can drive all the way around the park and see everything then. So they've got loads of different areas, but first stop is something really, really cool. So you might be able to see there is a cable car going over the whole park, which is included in the price. So it's 20 euros to get in each. And you get a cable car that goes across, I think, the elephants, the lions, the bears. So you just get a really cool bird's eye view of all the park then. So it's really, really cool, isn't it?
So the reason that we walked in for now is because dogs aren't allowed on the cable car. So dogs are allowed in the park, but they're not allowed on the cable car and in the restaurants and stuff. So we thought we really wanted to do the cable car. So we're going to walk in this morning, do the cable car, and then we're going to pop back and get the van and bring Lottie into the park a little bit later on. Yeah,
and then there is certain bits of the park where you can't drive around in your camper van. I think around the lion enclosure and maybe one of the other enclosures, but you can just, obviously the cable car goes over and you can get out and walk around them bits as well. So we'll probably just do that once we get around there.
So yeah, because the park is 30 kilometres big, it's not really recommended to walk, especially in the warm weather. So just think about that if you might think about coming here. But yeah, it is probably best to come in your van or a car.
And today's going to be hot. So it's one of the hottest days we've had so far. I think what's it meant to go up to like 25?
24 degrees or something like that this afternoon. So it's going to be quite warm. It's quite hot to walk. Well, 30 kilometres is a long way to walk anyway.
What is there?
Look how
Oh wow.
close up we can see them.
So we brought the new iPhone 14 Pro Max.
You can literally see.
And the camera on it is just fantastic. So if you're not following us on Instagram, Kirsty will be posting some amazing videos and photos on there. So it's at FreeZaBird on Instagram. Yeah, the quality of the new camera is just amazing.
Yeah,
just in that far corner. See them all.
Got his bum out.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on video as well.
You might see a full moon there.
Anyway, apart from the full moon and the kids going past, there's hippo. So in here we've got giraffes, ostriches. There's loads in this one. And then we've also got bears, brown bears. Look at it on this rock. It's trying to catch a bird. There was a massive rock, like a cliff on. There was a bird sat on top of it, and the bear had climbed all the way up and then just missed this bird, and we've just seen it. You can see them all over the rocks. And they've got this massive enclosure, goes all the way over here, up and all over these rocks. So it's massive, the area they've got. Obviously it's never what it is in the wild, but we're still in the bear enclosure. It's absolutely huge, so we do feel like it's not really like a safari or a zoo. It is more like a wildlife park, which looks really good.
So we just basically did the whole park by cable car. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, so it took like over an hour to get around it all.
We've seen loads of animals, so it was really, really good. But we're just going to go back to the van now for a few hours and do some work,
Sort
some
Lottie
baths,
out.
have some lunch, take Lottie out, and then we might come back in the van like a little bit later on this afternoon and just maybe do the bits that we missed by cable car.
Yeah, because there's lots of school trips and everything now and buses, so hopefully a bit later on they should be gone.
Yeah, loads of kids everywhere.
So back at the van now, so we're just going to take Lottie down to the lake to have a little bit of a swim and cool down.
Oh, you're in, Lottie. Go on, Lottie. Go on.
There's a bottle just a bit deeper than what she would like. It's not even that deep, and she can't figure out why she can't get to the bottle. Then. So we've walked up the track again, just where from we're staying, and then look what we can see from here. So just from where the park up is. How amazing is that?
So close.
So close. Literally, the elephant's like 10 foot in front of us. It's amazing.
So change of plan, we decided not to go back into the park today. We thought we'd just seen enough from the cable car, and it's really hot as well, so we didn't really want to be driving around in the van or getting
Lottie out, going in and out of the van as well.
So we just thought we'd just leave it today, but it's a good job we went this morning, because as we've just walked by, the cable cars doesn't seem to be running anymore, so I don't know if there's a problem with it now. So yeah, it actually worked out good that we went and did what we did this morning anyway.
Yeah, it was nice and quiet, because all the school buses and all stuff come in the afternoon, so it does get busy.
Start eating grass.
I can imagine in the summer it will get really busy. But we're seeing so many cool stuff, like the bears. The bear was like on top of the rocks. That was cool to see.
Yeah.
You've obviously already seen that.
Yeah, it was. It was, yeah, really good, and a really good park up as well.
Really
so
good park up.
We've decided that we're just going to chill at the park up for the rest of the day, just because it's so warm, and be near the lake for Lottie to go in the water and stuff to cool down. So I think that's the best thing for us to do for the.
We'll try and figure out where to go, but everyone here is English. More English people we've ever seen before, because there was all getting the ferry last night. So I think a lot of people stay here when they get off the ferry and get onto the ferry because it's so close to Santander.
Yeah, we were wondering why so many English people were here. But yeah, obviously that makes sense. It's just because the ferry is so close by. This morning we left the park up at the wildlife park, and we left at like 6:30 in the morning. It was pitch black, like the sun doesn't rise until gone 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's really, really dark. So we didn't really film much. But today we've driven a little bit further along the coast, a few more hours, towards a place called Cathedral Beach. We're going to go and try and find the beach anyway and see what we can see, but we might have to come back possibly either later tonight or tomorrow. The tide is out at like 7:30 in the morning and 7:30 at night. So we'll see which one we fancy.
And obviously 7:30 in the morning is pitch black.
Yeah, it's really dark. So we're thinking of maybe coming in the morning and waiting for the sun to rise, which might be nice. Or we can come later at night and possibly see the sunset. So we will see what we do. But yeah, for now we're going to try and walk there anyway. It's about 2 kilometres from where we've parked up. So we'll see what we can see anyway. But this part of the coast looks really, really beautiful. So as we were driving here, we decided to listen to a podcast to try and learn some Spanish, because we thought over the past year we've travelled to so many different countries that we just didn't get the chance to really learn much of any language. But we're going to be in Spain and Portugal for the next few months, so we thought we should make more of an effort to learn a bit more. I think it was called Coffee Break Spanish or something like that. It was really good. So we learned, well, we already know hola, which is hello. And then it was
how are you?
Yeah, how are you, which is ¿qué tal? And then you can say bien, which is good, or muy bien, which is very good, or fatal, which is not very good. And then if you want to ask, say like and you, like ask someone how they are, you say ¿y tú?
Basically fluent Spanish now.
Yeah.
12 minute first episode, fluent Spanish.
So we had a bit of a change of plan. We started walking and then we looked on the maps and it was actually like quite a far walk. So we checked on Google Maps and there was a car park literally right at the beach. So we've just moved down to that one and we've got a space luckily. I don't think it's somewhere that we'll be able to stay overnight, but there are a lot of vans in there, so we'll probably see what the other vans are doing before we make a decision.
It must be a new car park because it's not on Google Maps and it's not on Park for Night either. Every video now is just going to be videos of Lottie digging holes and playing with sticks on the beach now, hopefully. That's hopefully going to be our life for the next 10, 11 weeks.
It goes round and round in circles, but I'm still on the ground. It's a dizzying day. I would give a lot to get away.
Unreal, isn't it?
It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave? I got the curtains up.
Lottie's stuck the other side.
I guess it would be nice if you
Quick,
could
quick,
interrupt.
quick.
It's a day like this.
So this beach is famous for all its caves and rock formations and everything about it. It just looks so cool.
But you can only see a lot of it when the tide's out, so we can come back later on. The tide's out now, so we can get in the caves and see all the rock formations properly. And it's a really, really cool beach.
Really cool. So it's like 8 o'clock at night here. Really windy still. So the wind park's been the car park just above it. It's been really, really windy all day. So yeah, so we can't get the drone out unfortunately, but yeah, cool place, really cool place.
It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here.
So we've moved on today, so we've literally just moved like 20 minutes down the coast to a place called Foz. And it's got free motorhome air. It's all just along this little bay bit. The bay looks absolutely amazing. So it's blocked off from all the big waves and winds and stuff, even though it is still really windy. But the water's really calm. And at high and low tide it comes in and out. And at the minute it just looks amazing. It looks like the Caribbean. It's like turquoise blue, and I think it's really shallow in the middle. So you just get that really turquoise bit where the sand is. So it's really cool. But yeah, free motorhome air with services, water, toilet, and there's about 20 vans all the way along here. So yes, really cool spot.
So that is it for this park up. It's been a really, really nice spot, like right on the seafront. It's so, so beautiful. We did walk into the town yesterday, but there wasn't really much going on there. It wasn't, yeah, it wasn't like the best town we've ever been to. So today it's actually raining this morning.
Cold, wet.
Well, it's not cold, but
It feels cold compared to what it has been.
it's not too cold, it's just a bit rainy. So we're moving on a little bit closer towards Portugal today, so hopefully the weather will be a little bit nicer when we drive a few hours closer to there. Just got to our next stop, which is a place called, we think, Santiago, but that's just what we're calling it for short. Put their long name on the screen. So yeah, the campsite that we're staying at, it's €10 a night, so we'll show you when we get back. But it's a bit out of the city. It's about an hour odd walk in. There is a bus, but we just asked the lady at reception, and dogs are not allowed on the bus unfortunately, so we have to do the whole walk.
Yeah, 2.7 miles down into the city.
Oh, that's
Pretty
not
much.
that much then, is it?
No, so I think it's downhill there.
That's not even 5 kilometres, and it said it's going to take over an hour.
Yeah.
Hopefully the weather holds out.
Yeah, it's a bit grey and dull today, so, and it has rained the whole way here.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty cool place. It looks quite busy because there's loads of shops and stuff, and there's a big cathedral which looks really nice, so we will go and check this place out.
Obviously, we didn't avoid the rain. Neither of us said for it. So the weather app said it was going to be nice and sunny, and obviously it's raining. So yeah, we're soaking wet now. But there's also someone here playing the bagpipes outside the cathedral. I think it's bagpipes anyway, isn't it?
It sounds like
Sounds
it.
like it.
Yeah. How very random.
Yeah, bagpipes in Spain. So we've literally done no research at this place whatsoever. It was just again somewhere on the map where we knew we was passing through.
Just stop on the way to Portugal.
So this is the main square. So it consists of 4 big buildings, all representing the 4 pillars of the country, of the city. They are the cathedral, the government building, the city hall, and the university. And there's also a plaque of 8 sun rays on the floor which represent the Pilgrim's Walk. So yeah, so it seems a really cool place, considering the walk in wasn't that nice of the surrounding areas, but when you get into the city it's beautiful, all these massive buildings and the cathedral. Yeah, really amazing. So you can go up to the top of the cathedral spire as well, but obviously we're probably not going to go up with Lottie.
point of a really famous hike in Spain called the Camino de Santiago, and it's basically like an ancient pilgrimage walk, and people from all over Europe used to come here because the remains of the apostle St. James are said to be here, but people just walk it from all over Europe now. So some of the routes, there's all different routes from all different starting points. Some of them are up to 1,000 kilometers long. There's actually an English route that is around about 100 kilometers, and basically you have to do at least 100 kilometers to get like the certificate to say that you've completed the pilgrimage route. There is loads of people here that look like they've done it all with like huge big backpacks on. Everyone's cheering and congratulating them when they've arrived here, so it's really cool to see.
So we just spoke to an English couple who just, Irish couple who just finished it, and it took them 5 days to complete, and they've done
130 kilometers.
130 kilometers, so yeah.
But yeah, you have to try and get in at least 100 kilometers.
So that's really cool, that is, and they were probably 70 odd.
I'm not going to say their age.
they were later on in their years, and they had done it, so that'd be cool. It's definitely something we'd love to do.
Yeah, we need to look into this.
Yeah. So that's it. So we've made the small pilgrimage back to the camper.
Quite cool to say that we've walked part of that famous ancient route.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely we're gonna have a look a bit more into that. It is something we would love to do. So maybe we can come back there maybe next year or something, and do that. But yeah, so that's Santiago. So apart from that, there isn't really much else to do there. There's loads of cool little bars and stuff like that. But we just try to get back to the van and chill out for the night now. So tomorrow we are going to be entering Portugal, which we're really...
Maybe like our 22nd country in the van, something like that.
23rd maybe, yeah, I think.
Something like that.
So yeah, a lot of countries now. So yeah, so that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. It means the world to me. They are going up slowly, but they are going up. And yeah, we'll see you in Portugal.